Hello. How's my family out there? How is my family? As I sit under the fan, you're going to hear that fan noise, y'all. Man, I got a lot I got to do. I got to do a lot, man. There's too much to do and not enough time to get it done. Hey, Chris, thank you for moderating. Thank you for the love. Hey, Tamu, thank you for the love. Hey, Aries Hill. Hey, La La Land. How y'all doing? I want to talk about a very serious subject. Okay, this is serious. This is serious. But I'm gonna do a little bit of rambling for a minute. I'm hoping everybody is okay and staying cool. Hey, Destiny. Hey, Honey Blossom. Thank you for the love, Destiny. That's so pretty. Chris says, hope everyone in the chat is doing well today. Yes. Hey, Undead Goddess. Hey, Chris Loves. Hey, Chris Loves. Okay. So anyways, I want to ramble. Can I ramble for a minute, y'all? Because it's a lot I want to talk to you all about. Don't forget, for those who are night owls, on Friday nights and Saturday nights, I have hopefully I get a chance to do a live stream on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel, a seance. Bring your candles. It depends on what you're trying to manifest. If you need some protection, bring your black candles, okay? If you want revenge, bring your black candles, okay? And black and red. If you need money, your finances fixing, bring your green candle. If you need love, bring your pink candle. If you need love and sex, get the red one out. If you want some peace and tranquility, get your blue candle, okay? If you want peace, love, happiness, and soul, bring your white candle. Hello, get your candles out. Bring your favorite tea. Hopefully I'll be sipping on hibiscus tonight. Okay, I think I'm gonna do hibiscus. I may change my mind, do something else. I'm gonna bring a cigar and some rum. You understand? So we can get the gates open. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the gates will open for us. Hey, Julie. Hey, Got It Light. Hey, the Wise One. How you doing? Hey, the Moon and Mercury. Hey, Black Butterfly. Okay. Okay, yes. Coke and rum is a good one. So I'm bringing Bacardi rum. You understand? And the cigar. I noticed that the spirit shown up be in the house when you got the combination of the two. You can hear things falling. You run in the other room to see what fell. Ain't nothing unfair. You know what I'm saying? Or they come in and start shaking the house up. You know what I'm saying? So, we want to only invite sacred spirits with good intentions. None other are invited. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for moderating. Okay, so let's see. I want to make sure I'm paying attention to everybody in the chat. Okay, got it. Says she's going to bring a green and blue candle. And baby, I need peace, love, and prosperity. Hello. We all do, girl. Welcome to the club. Julie said, I want to connect with the right spirit to work well. Undead says she got some Hennessy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. Okay. Julie said, just wanted to say thank you so much for all you do for everyone. Thank you all. Like I say, I'm learning from you all, and thank you for the encouragement. It is very appreciated. Hey, Wata Walla, how you been? Where you been? I'm going to be looking for you tonight, okay? Mother Wisdom Tree tonight, if you up, come and tune in between 12:30 and 2 o'clock a.m. Central Time, Central Standard Time. Yeah, look, let me go straight into this. The Moon and Mercury said, I'm going to look at my candles and see what I have left. Okay. Got it. Light says you encourages us to be our authentic selves. Love you. Love you too. Yes, because I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a lonely world if you're being your authentic self and it is not mandated by social norms. It's going to be a lonely road. You know what I'm saying? You could either be in a crowd of fake people and be fake along with them, and you learn absolutely nothing. If anything, you are admonished by the spirits. Spirits that will take well care of you if you were your authentic you. You have abandoned them. So you gotta weigh the cost. You understand? Would you want to be alone and blessed by the spirits, not only here on the physical plane, but you move up a notch or two, or even more in the invisible world? Because the invisible world is where the rewards come. See, now, if you over here and you ain't doing your work, you've wasted a lifetime. Hello? That you have to repeat again. Versus, I'm going to just be naturally who I am. When I say naturally who I am, I'm not necessarily talking about, oh, you can't dye your hair. Oh, you can't wear no lipstick. Oh, you can't put a perm in your head. You can't wear relaxers. You can't. I'm not talking about that thing. When I said naturally you, being naturally you is being obedient to who your spirits are, who they are. Does that make sense? You're here to do what you were called to do. Okay? So now on a road like that, for a lot of us, most of us in here, we're artists. I think there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of witches in here, a lot of artists in here. You know what I'm saying? We kind of go against the we go against the grain. That's what we do here. Why? It's because it's naturally who we are. It's not like I'm trying to go against the grain. I don't wake up in the morning and say, let me see if I can do something, you know what I'm saying, that to irritate society. It's just naturally me to do what I feel. And sometimes what I feel, you understand, people kind of shun me, give me a cold shoulder or something like that, but I'm okay with it because I have been this way for a lifetime. It ain't gonna be no changes. You understand? At 52, ain't gonna be no changes, and I'm good with that. Okay, so this is what you get. This is what you get. I just want to just let you all know that it ain't an easy road. It gets really bumpy sometimes. It gets really, really, really rugged. It gets difficult because in a situation like this right here, a lot of people fear. They fear what they don't understand, and most of us only understand what we've been taught by our parents, by peers, the church, and the institutions of learning. That's all we have, okay? That's all they know, and it's okay. You understand? They don't have to understand us as long as we understand them. And understanding them is to not go out and, publicly try to humiliate these people or shame these people or what have you, because they may have enough time to just continue in their lifetime coming back and forth, doing the same thing over and over again. Some of them they don't even have, we got to understand, some of those don't even have, some of these people don't have missions because they're just created for the matrix, the purposes of the matrix. And if that's you, then if that's them, that it certainly ain't nobody in my chat room. It ain't even nobody who's watching me right now, because people who are created specifically for the matrix to hold the fabric together, you understand, to serve it, they wouldn't be interested in these type videos. So that, that's understandable. But now, sorry, y'all, you ain't going to be able to get grandma and them to go. I'm not saying all grandmas, but I know you want grandma to go. You want granddaddy to go. You want big mama to go. You want your mother, your sisters, your brothers. You want all these people to go, what I'm saying? You want your buddy down the street to go. But everybody, okay, have not or may not have the capacity or the ability, you understand, to be able to perform the necessary work to go. If you sitting in here saying to yourself, all this for what? Then you ain't going. You got to get it together. You can't say that. All of this is for what? That means you're in the matrix. You're stuck in the matrix. It's a system that you can't get your way out of. And it's okay. It's okay. Sit back and observe some time, and maybe eventually you'll get it. Now, okay, just sit back. Don't take it offensively. I'm not trying to offend anyone or anything like that. I'm just gonna just tell you, if you're finding yourself trying to equate this with cash money, meaning that, oh, you know what I'm saying, you're doing all this work but I don't see any wealth around you. You're doing all this work and you don't look glamorous, you don't have the fashion handbags and the fashion shoes, and you don't have a rich husband. You see what I'm saying? I don't see you with any riches. I don't see your Bentley. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is not that we cannot achieve those things or get those things. We cannot, you understand, equate the work we're doing, with matrix gifts, okay? Most people who are rewarded with matrix gifts, most of those people strive to please the matrix. We're not striving over here to we're not striving over here to make the matrix happy with us or make the matrix proud. Why? Because some of us may have done it, we failed at it, and even when we were doing it, you know what I'm saying, we didn't get anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get anything out of it. I know I tried, and I didn't get anything out of it, and in the midst of doing it, I was not happy. I didn't feel fulfilled. But when I decided that I was going to do my work for nature, for the spirits, I feel fulfillment in this. And I know what you're saying. Oh yeah, that's what they say when they can't make it. They say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I really feel like right now I can go and pull a stunt and go out and purchase a Bentley. It may be an old one. I feel like I can pull it. I feel like I can go and pull a mansion and get a mansion right now. But I am reasonable with myself. Do I truly and really and truly want a burden on my back like that? For real? Just to prove to myself that I can get it and try to find happiness in some of that? No, that's not going to make me happy. I feel like I will be abandoning something that is so much important for me in the afterlife, trying to go for that. You got a lot of people that are trying their best to utilize their whole entire life force to achieve something to please people and the matrix. Now that's a waste of time. You know, we ain't got long here. A lot of folks will waste their entire existence here and not do any work for themselves on a spiritual level to take with them into the afterlife. You understand? Trying to impress the matrix. We're not going to take any physical things along with us, okay? So isn't that a waste of your investment? I'm not going to take the diamond ring with me that I may have spent 10 or 15, 30, 40, 50,000 on, or whatever. Some people even $1 million. Well, now I cannot take the Bentley with me unless I'm going to get a Bentley casket made. It'll probably be down in the grave somewhere like that with me, but I'm not going to take it on the other side. Okay? I'm not going to take the mansion. I'm not going to take any of this stuff with me. But what will I take? I will take a collection of my works with me. My accomplishments and achievements will go with me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with all of this said, Meaning that, and if you don't understand it, you just don't get it, you don't understand it, just hang around for a minute. Okay? Just stick the gem in your pocket and somewhere up ahead of your road. You understand? That will be a charm that will unlock a mystery. Keep them in your pockets. Now, again, with all of this said, what's most important to me in my life right now is my ancestors and my spirits. Did you hear me? My ancestors and my spirits are far more important to me than anything else I can imagine. Me trying to please and satisfy them is all I'm concerned about. Why? Because they have taken good care of me when people have tried to kill me, annihilate me, destroy me. The spirit stepped in and said, hell no, you can't have her. You understand? When I thought that it was nowhere in the world I was going to be able to scratch up this money to pay this bill, that bill, suddenly the bills were paid. And I contributed all to my ancestors and my spirits. And my work now is to make sure that my offsprings are taken care of. Not necessarily, I want to make sure that all of them got land and stuff like that. I want to make sure all of them got this, whatever. I want them to all have the spirit of discernment. The spirit be important in their life, so when they need somewhere they can turn. Meaning that, hey, they need a miracle. They know that is the spirits, the ancestors are right there with them. See, this stuff is supposed to be carried down from generation to generation. And this is what we having problems here in America right now. Nobody love nobody no more. Nobody care nothing about each other no more. Only thing on your mind is getting to the internet to look at. Now, I'm not talking about my family here, but getting to the internet to find somebody to date, to fulfill voids in your life. You're trying to find somebody to sleep with on the internet, to feel that old empty dark space in your heart. See, these dating sites ain't no good no way. Because most people on the dating sites, that's all they looking for, sex. Some people looking for a way to get over and take somebody's money. That's it. Take somebody's money, take somebody's heart, destroy them, and move on to the next chapter. To the next victim, and the next victim, and the next victim. So right now, folks ain't loving each other. People love their cell phones more than their wives, their husbands, their girlfriends, their boyfriends, more than they love their children. Children love the internet more than they do their parents. United States is the most unloved country there is. It may be a lot of struggle, maybe a little bit of pain and suffering in these other countries. But one thing they got is they got family. I was just looking in Mexico how communities come together. They're not cooking just for themselves or just cooking for the folks in their household. They are cooking for communities. Where are community services in America? You understand? Well, we all get together and sit together and commune. We eat together. We talk together. That's a spiritual communication. That's love. We lack that. So that's why I say spirit is important. Let me tell you something. Don't come to these settings. I don't have to tell my family that because my family is dedicated. Don't come to these settings to use and abuse the spirits. I'm going to say it again. Do not use these spirits for self gain, loathing, selfishness, disrespect, or anything that you want to use against people that you are jealous of, people that you're angry with, especially out of jealousy and malice. Don't turn to spirituality just to get the knife out your back that you deserved. Just to come up in here to get even with somebody that you can't compete with, or somebody you can't be like, or somebody you can't have what they have out of jealousy and malice. Don't come to spirituality for that. And this is a warning. If you're sitting down and you're using tools to manipulate, using spiritual tools to manipulate the spirit and manipulate people to self-gain, there is a consequence. This is how I know the difference between a person who is dedicating themselves to the work of humanity and those who are using it, just to be using it to get whatever they want. I would fear using the spirit in that manner. You do not, anytime you consult the Ori, you should have a damn good reason for doing it. It is only for the good of humanity. Yes, there are consequences to consulting the Ori for selfish needs. You cannot manipulate the Ori. When you're doing things of that nature, I know that there's no spirituality in you. You were not called by the divine. You have no bridge to the divinity. You are only a product of the matrix. So we have to be careful how we present ourselves. I do not beg online for money. To beg for money is to show the spirit that you lack faith in it. I will put my information up if you are in need of spiritual readings and consults. I'm available to you. If you need work done, I have a website. You can look into it. But to come here and constantly, oh yes, I have clients. I have a lot of clients. I have a lot of work I got to do. I got a lot of readings. That is manipulation. You do not play games with the spirit like that. You don't. I don't want to beg nobody to do work because it's not genuine. People come and seek you out. They seek you when the spirit says it's ready. Look, another thing. When you make a pact, a commitment with spirit, whether you've gone to a spiritualist or if you've gone somewhere and you get your results and you break your verbal agreement with that spirit, there is consequences to that. There are consequences to that. If you have a situation where you have a spiritualist that has broken it off with you, and moved on, you better find another way to serve and commit to that spirit that got you off the hook, because if you don't, your problems coming back tenfold. Do not play with the spirit. This is not a game. The worst is that you pay on the invisible side. You got time to fix it over here. But if you cross over and you ain't took care of and nurtured them spirits that did that work for you, all hell coming for you. I still got situations and stuff backed up with old Yah. And I'm going to tell you again, it's not like I went out and chose her. I did not go out and choose her. She chose me. I went to the ocean and she showed up to me. And I don't care what nobody said. If a spirit choose you, you can't get out from under that. I don't care if you did throw your Ilegua in the river and ran. You still in debt, and if you don't pay for it here, you're going to get it in the afterlife. Now, this is the way I live my life. Y'all might disagree with me. But I don't think it's away from these spirits now. When they do work for you, you just can't run off and leave. I mean, I want you all to think about it. How would you feel if you sat down and you got somebody off the hook? You've done all kind of work with them. And then they just scattered and they ran and left you holding the mess. It is a spiritual relationship and an agreement with the mysteries and the deities and the gods and the goddesses and the orishas or the loa, whatever you want to call them. It's just the truth. I always tell people, don't go out choosing and trying to pick deities. You can't do that. You can't choose a deity one day or God one day and then throw it away and then pick up another one. And it don't work like that. You got a conflict of interest going on. People do that because they don't believe. When you do things like that, you don't believe. You're not called for this, and you're going to get yourself in some serious trouble. If not here, in the afterlife. Like I say, when we close our eyes, we open our world to the afterlife, to the invisible world. And when you're over there, you're vulnerable. We're most vulnerable, I think, when we go to sleep than anything. Because when you are awake, you understand what I'm saying? You got your eyes open, yeah. You're alert and what's over on the other side. You know that I ain't saying they can't get to you. You understand? But you got some means to protect yourself over here from them. But when you over there, it's just you and them. So y'all better be careful. Hey Tina, how you doing? Thank you so much for all of that prosperity. Thank you. Look. This life is real for me. I wake up in the morning thinking about the spirits. That's all on my mind. How am I going to appease you today? Because they always appeasing me. No, I'm not worshiping them. I'm just trying to make sure that they are proud. I thank them all the time for everything I got. Today I know I'm going to, as long as I'm well, the great big mama keeps me well, nothing happens. Today I know I'm going to eat, but there's a lot of people don't know what they're going to eat today. A lot of folks don't know where they're going to rest their heads today. A lot of people out in the elements, out there in that sweltering heat. I talked to someone who's out there in the sweltering heat, and we trying to help her get off that street and get somewhere and cool off. Because people are out there dying. We got a lot to be thankful for. So you need to thank your spirits. Thank your ancestors. One day I will be an ancestor looking out for mine. And I would hope that they won't forget about me. Do you know how happy the ancestors are when they know that you are acknowledging them? And I want to right now, while I'm here, and you all can too, acknowledge your sacred ancestors right now or when you get off of this live stream. I am acknowledging you all right now, and I want to give thanks to you all of you all who want me to have the best because of your commitment to give me better. I am here, sitting here in an air-conditioned house right now. Got the fan blowing on me to help me keep me cooler and stuff like that. I was able to be here because 9 times out of 10, they didn't have no air conditioners and fans blowing on them and all of that in this here heat. They didn't have that. A lot of them probably didn't even know what they were gonna eat. They didn't have decent food to eat. They had it really, really hard way back then. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, ancestors are very important. They're gonna make sure that you got everything you need. The ancestors are all we got. They can make a way out of no way. So like I say, for anyone to sit down and try to use tools of divination for their own selfish needs, to try and satisfy their appetite of bitterness, their volatile mind of unrest and turmoil, the spirits are going to deal with that accordingly. Well, I'll ask you all, how do you all feel? How do you all feel about people using Ouija boards, scrying mirrors, tea leaves? Y'all know I'm getting at. Candles, ruins, tarot cards, playing cards. You understand? Using it as a tactic to spew hatred against those that they are angry with. How do y'all think the spirits judge that type of behavior? I'm going to pause and just give you all a minute. Do you all think it's a consequence to that? Do you lose points with the spirits? Or do you think it goes on unjudged? Let me hear from you, fam. Hey, Larry Gator, how you doing? Larry Gator said thank you. Guided light said, if they're using them in the right ways, I'm okay with it. But some use it in a selfish fashion. How do y'all feel about this? I only consult spirit when absolutely necessary. You have some people. Well, I don't want to put my own opinion into this right here, but I'm just saying, how do you all feel? Do you let's talk. Do you feel like it's a consequence to consulting Ori just to be consulting? Well, not consulting spirit, okay? Just to be consulting it. You know, I let me see how to phrase it. You know, I already know that I got a pair of black shoes right here, but I'm just going to consult Ori just to see if the Ori knows. How do you all feel about that? Because you do have people out there that'll do it. They already know the answers. They're just going to the spirit to see test the spirit to see if it knows. How do y'all feel about that? Hey, Mama. Mama said, I have no issues with anyone using whatever means they desire to achieve a goal. I just know that. I just know for that as for me, I want to be respectful and clear about why I do what I do. Okay, that's good. The Moon and Mercury say they are the ones that bring stuff onto themselves and make us all look bad. Okay. See, that's another thing. A lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of people, you know, and they can get so frustrated with their life to a point where they began to become the haggles or the old hag, as we spoke. Their life become bitter, and then they think that there's a conspiracy against them of especially people that are coming for them. They think the whole entire world is against them and all of that. And that's the moment to be able to sit down and try to sort some things out. But it's so great they cannot sort it out. I know that when the world comes for me, that's the sense that they use. The world comes for me. I have to know that it is some of my deeds. It is my deeds that are manifesting this type of turmoil in my life. I don't believe that I'm a victim. If anything, I am a victim of my own mess. Sometimes you got isolated incidents, but once you get to a point, you think a whole bunch of spiritualists and witches and the whole neighborhood and the entire family and everybody's trying to come for you and everything. It's time to look at yourself. It's time. I'm gonna say this right here for me. It's time for me to look at myself. So I don't want nobody thinking I'm picking on them. Cause see, then you can't monetize your videos too. That's another thing, which I need to try to get some of these videos monetized. I hadn't had time to do it, but they won't monetize your videos if you like say, hey, you're giving advice and it seems like negative advice. I'm hoping this is positive advice for people who really want to fix their life. Now, if you don't want to fix your life and you want to continue to live in the world of victimhood and just wallow in that until finally you kick the bucket, then it's okay. This is only for people who can say this right here. I want to take a look at what got me here. Ain't nobody got me here but myself. When I'm in here alone, thinking of why I'm here alone, I never ever say, it's the witch down the street that wants to see me lonely and miserable. When you find yourself lonely and miserable, it means it's time to change. Now, if you get bitter and you get angry with this message, it's because you're not ready to get your power back. When you are ready to get your power, that's when you're ready now. Because see, some people, y'all got to realize, some people, it's their gift to walk around as if though the world has victimized them. And that's a gift for them because they usually get what they want when they do that. And that gift may work for them, but it ain't going to necessarily work for all of us. It does not work for me, okay? It does not work. So I have to find another way to fix my life. Some of you all are not going to be able to get it to work for you, so you're going to have to sit down and disarticulate all of this confusion that has been constructed over the years. And the older you are, the more you've got to work with to fix. And ain't nobody going to help you fix your life. You got to do that yourself. And for some people, it's so much work, they just rather just be a victim. All my neighbors hate me. I've done nothing to them. And I'm going to sit down and search for excuses for why the neighbors all down the street don't care for me. They don't like me because they don't like the way I have all of my ducks lined up in a row. You see what I'm saying? These are excuses to keep from getting to the heart of the matter, and the heart of the matter is yourself. The woman in the grocery store hate when I show up. She's just mad because I got a better purse than she got. She's upset with me because my hair is more curlier than hers. She's just mad because she's darker than I am and I'm lighter than her. Or she's just angry because, you see what I'm saying? These are excuses. They're mad with me because I drive a better car than they do. They're mad with me because I have a bigger house. They're mad with me because I got all of these things that make me a wonderful person. But yet and still I'm miserable. I'm miserable. I got all of these wonderful things that make me look better than they do. But for some reason I have no friends and I'm sitting at the house by myself, wishing that I had me a woman that laying next side me or a man laying next side me. The world is so bitter and angry about my lonely life. Let's be real with ourselves. The worst thing you can do, you can be fake with people, but the worst thing you can do is be fake with yourself. You may well have Alzheimer's. The worst thing you can do is to be on this journey and not have the faculties of your memory. You know what I'm saying? Be forgetful and not even know you're in the world. Being fake with yourself is equivalent to that. Did y'all know that? Don't play with the spirits. Don't play with the Ori. Because at any moment, they can snatch up all they help. They can snatch it up. Then what you going to do? It's by the grace of the ancestors that we all are sitting here now. We got this here great tool called the internet where we can hook up with each other. That costs money. The internet costs money. It's so funny because some people will go hungry and make sure they get their internet bill paid. It's crazy, honey. But I'm just saying, I just threw that in there and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, we got to respect those who paved the way for us. We owe them respect. Hello? So my take on it, because I see everybody's talking about it and stuff here in the chat. Okay. Lara said, I believe jealousy is real. I believe what the Congos say about their witches. They say their witches want to hurt people. Their witches kill just by being born. If somebody dies in 2 years of birth, and those witches are real. I do believe that witches are the actual, if you ask me what I feel about those witches are really, I don't want to use the word reapers. I can't use the word messengers. Witches are the annihilators. Witches are the gods to come to punish the unjust. That's who they are. That's why people fear witches. You know you ain't been doing right. You ain't got your ish together. Witches can come in and judge you and punish you for that. God of Light said, we hear you. God of Light said, facts. Undead said, Mama knows she's beautiful. Undead said, if you can't see through love and fortitude, you will be blind and falling into 6 cycles. That's so true, Undead Goddess. That's true. The main thing we need to understand that if we cannot lift our vibrations, we will continue to find ourselves in that place where we're constantly giving out false hope, false readings. And I'm talking to us as practitioners and spiritualists, you know what I'm saying? When you're in a dark, low place, Just about everything that comes from your mouth is hopelessness. And you feed that. You feed that to your clients. You feed that to your family. You feed that to everyone. People need to hear your light, not your darkness. You understand what I'm saying? That stuff has to be balanced. I cannot be here continuously feeding you all darkness, but I have to let you all know that we cannot sit down and abuse source. We cannot manipulate source. We must be truthful. And if you don't have source, don't try to fake the funk, because there's a consequence to faking the funk when it comes to source. Hello? So we got to be mindful of that. So, every day I strive, you understand what I'm saying, to get myself out of the cesspools of the demons of poverty. The demons of poverty ain't got nothing to do with what you got in the bank. Demons of poverty got something to do with what you got in your mind, what you got in your bag of whatever resources you've had to show that you've done the necessary work to elevate yourself. You got a bag full of stones, you ain't going no goddamn where. Take the stones out your bag. That's the demons of poverty. Can't fly with stones in your bag. Hello? If you got a bag, they got a lot of weight in it. Make sure what's in it can gain you some elevation to ascension. Now, if you got some pearls in that bag and some diamonds and some beautiful crystals and stuff like that inside your bag and everything, okay, I can understand you dragging that bag, but you got to utilize some of those, you know what I'm saying, some of those gems to unlock some mysteries. That means you ain't doing work. If your bag is loaded, you ain't doing no work. You ain't traveling. You ain't doing nothing. Get to working so you can lighten load, so you can lift yourself, elevate yourself. Hello? So you go and you start hearing practitioners and spiritualists and people, and all they got is negativity to bring you. Hey, I need to let you know that the spirit said that you going to sit up here and you're going to be off the planet, you're going to be dead, such and such and such. And I'm saying that because you are an enemy of mine. These are people that are vibrating very low. I'm here to encourage humanity. I'm not here to tear it down. Ain't no benefits in me tearing down humanity. And I know there's some watching me that's going to be coming for me if that's what I'm doing. Something is watching you at all times. I don't care if you is in the house sitting there by yourself. Something looking at you and it's judging you. What is that? Your goddamn self. Hello? Keep telling you, you the God. Guided light says all that is beautiful and brought tears to my eyes. Trinity, how you doing? Trinity said the gift of pity, and self-loathing. Larry said, I was at the beach crying. 3 dolphins heard me and tried to console me. I believe because I, a decent person, that's way the dolphins heard me. It goes back to what I was saying. When you're living life in truth, you're going to be lonely on this road. And you're going to have to cry sometime. But know that even if you think you're sitting by yourself, you're not. Somebody is always watching, observing. Something is there. You're never alone. And I know a lot of you sometimes sit up at nighttime and you think that there's nobody. There is nobody. Someone always there. Somebody loves you, baby. With that, I want to sing that song now. Can I sing that? I can't do that song no justice, man. I can't do that song no justice. But I want to sing this song right here to you, Larry. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh, somebody loves you, baby. You see what I'm saying? I can't sing that song. I don't want to mutilate that song, but if y'all want to hear that song in depth, type in Patti LaBelle. Somebody loves you. That's a beautiful song. And it's encouraging. You know what I'm saying? And we need that. We need that love. Now, love is difficult to find. You know what? It's more water on the planet. Hello? Than there is love. Love is scarce. People have hardened their hearts. What's going on, Varney? Varney said, I am getting pissed, mama. How you doing, Varney? Got it like said, I want to heal and get the best of life. When you can acknowledge that you possess the power to heal yourself, and it ain't the witch down the street that got the power to keep you miserable, then and only then can you heal. Only then can you heal. The witch down the street cannot make my life miserable, no matter what she does. The witches on the internet that hate me cannot make me miserable. They don't have that power. I got it. It's mine. I am in charge of all of my destinies. That means I'm ready to heal now. I have whatever I need to fix me. Miss Shirley ain't got it. She can never have that much power over me. Larry said the spirits are on their mission, the good and the bad. There is judgment, but there is a time to fight. Hey, Papa McDonald. Papa McDonald said, don't say that. I just left the casino. I'm always feeding the spirits, etc. I don't worry about what others say. Uh, my ancestors are well fed daily. Beautiful. Tank in here. Hey, Tank. Mama Midnight said, I think it's disrespectful and arrogant to play with and test, trick, use the tools and spirits. Some really don't believe. They just are using the energy attached to those things. And they think that they ain't going to come back to haunt them. But we'll say, after they've experienced consequences and hauntings, that it's the witch down the street that's actually doing work and picking on them. No, of course, my deeds had nothing to do with it. I'm such an amazing person. Even though negativity is always spewing from my mouth for all of my so-called enemies. And my enemies are only the people that I'm jealous of. Should nobody have them many enemies, y'all. We shouldn't have, if we're always constantly doing wonderful things for humanity, we should not have a boatload of enemies. Sometimes when I go in places, I get stares and people who look at me strange. Do I say it's because the world is against me and they just don't like me because of this and that? What do I say to myself? It's no telling what is going on. I know people got a whole lot of problems of their own. I can't think all the time when somebody's staring at me, they got something against me. Maybe they got their own problems. Maybe they just happen to just look at me because when I walked in the door, I brought some hope. Maybe they looking at me because I look different than other people. It may not necessarily mean they hate me. I'm not going to be searching for reasons why everybody turns their head when they see me, or the fact that did nobody turn their head when I walk through the door. It's irrelevant. It's not important. Tank said, I don't believe in playing with or testing spirits, but I ask about everything that is important to me for direction. And I really do believe that's the only time we should necessarily be, consulting the Ori. When we want to help people, you want to help people out of the good for them, you consult them and they come to you. Or for yourself, for the good for yourself. But just to do it, to just manipulate the spirits and stuff, to manipulate people, you what you're doing, you taking off points and creating strife in your life. And you're going to blame that on the witch down the street. Hey, one divine dynamism. Guided Light said, I'm a tarot and auric user. Or was that auric or oracle? I believe there is penalty for dealing with certain energies. The moon and Mercury say they are the ones that bring stuff onto themselves and make us all look bad. Okay, I read that one out. Hey, Tiddly Fisher, and thank you for moderating. Tiddly Fisher said it's a level of self-sabotage. Thank you, Tiddly Fisher. Thank you. They often don't understand the impacts of them. The spirits that see what you do will know whether or not they are interested in your success. They will see your anger as something exploitable. That's right. So when you're in a situation like that where you're on a dark path of low vibrations, and you're riddled with anger, riddled with malice, riddled with jealousy and gluttony and all of that other stuff, you will be exploited by these forces that ain't got nothing good for you. You are an open target because that's where you are. We got to lift ourselves from that place. We got to get away from that place. And a lot of it starts with what we eat. That's why we got to make sure we're eating oxygenated foods, foods that vibrate high. I'm telling you all this, and I need to be somewhere doing it myself. You got to get the foods that vibrate high. Foods that vibrate low, y'all know what they are. Y'all know what them foods are. And if you're constantly consuming these foods, they will weigh you down. And I say, elevating yourself is a everyday, all day long thing. You can be elevating high today, and tomorrow you may be in the low place, in the sunken place. It's work to stay above the madness. When you're trying to manipulate spirits, you need to know right then and there that you are vibrating low. It's not going to fix nothing. It's going to keep you as an open target for more hauntings, more paranormal activities, poltergeist type activities. You know what I'm saying? Scratches all over your bodies, bruises, all of this other stuff that ain't good for you. Tony, how you doing? Tony said, oh, they are going to pay for it. Gotta like say if they're using them in the right ways, I'm okay. Okay, yeah, I read that. I read that. Okay. Hey, Curie. How you doing? Undead says the sacred maiden needs a gracious offering for your bindings. Gotta like says spirits deserve their just due. That's right. Hi, Malika. Hey, Doc. How you doing? Thank you for moderating. Mama Midnight said, I turned to witchcraft spirituality to heal myself. The moon and Mercury heals thunder. Undead Goddess says some use it for murder. Divine dynamism says, ooh, Mama tell her. Undead Goddess says, what about our fur babies? I want to make sure I got to everybody because I'm scrolling up. Hey, the wise one, did we speak? Hey, Julie, did I speak to you? How you doing, Julie? Hey, Paul. Hey, Heron. Oh, hey, Heron Townsend. Hello, Jackie. Did I thank you for moderating? Okay, so if I missed anybody, I do apologize. I'm going to go back down to the bottom. I just want to acknowledge everybody. Somebody sent some beautiful music. Thank you for the music, Guided Life. Okay. Hey, Monroe Rodriguez. How are you? The spirit of destiny is inside your head. It is stronger than any other deity in your life. I agree. And let's talk. Uh-oh. Let's talk, Monroe. This is why I try my best to warn everyone to be careful. And I can't say this enough. As I say this, I can't say it enough. I say this because I have been admonished, punished for the error of my ways. I have gone in the earlier part of my spirituality to naively, innocently consult with spirits because I have read about it or heard somebody talk about it, and I have suffered consequences. So I'm telling you all this as a seasoned witch, not a know-it-all. When I said seasoned, I'm just talking about, hey, I had a little element of everything, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of what else? Black pepper, salt, a little bit of cardamom, turmeric. Y'all get it. Oh, and my favorite curry. I've had a lot of that. And I've seen a lot of seasons. And I know that going outside of yourself to seek spiritual help from other spirits and deities pack a lot of repercussions. Because you call on these spirits and you summons them, you got problems, kind of. That's just like we did that little session that night. Never will forget. Somebody said they wanted to name the circle the L word. That deity, the L word. We started having all kind of commotion in there. I said, no, we can't do that. I called that name. I said, we cannot do that. I'm not going to call on that spirit. We had all kind of commotion. I wound up with 72 thumbs down. It was just a lot of friction. You can't call on all of these hidden spirits and stuff like that. They show up. If they don't show up, they might send somebody. And you can't just throw them and discard them when you finish them. So I don't even like calling their names. Like I said, I can call this one because this one showed up and I didn't summon her. She showed up on her own. Or yeah. She wants to eat. She's got to be fed. So if I do believe that, but now I did go seeking Yamaya. I did go and seek her, but Oya showed up instead. So y'all think twice before you decide that you're gonna call on some forces outside of yourself. Think twice. Everything you need to fight with, all your armor and ammunition, is supposed to be already within you. Told you don't have to go and serve Jesus. You don't have to do all of that to get Jesus to come in and do something for you. You're just as powerful as Jesus. Did you know that? Did you know that? Jesus was a witch just like y'all. He was a witch. He was a magician. You got the same supernatural powers if you sit down here, if not better, to perform magic. If you sit down and what? Worship yourself. Work on yourself. Put that energy on yourself. And when you up here where I am, well, you definitely got to take care of yourself. I got to take care of myself. My health is not as strong as it used to be when I was a young, what you call a springling. A spring chicken. When I was a spring chicken, I could run out the door and do all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Be a daredevil. Now, I'm up in age. I'm not saying I'm an old woman, but I'm just saying I'm in my 50s. This is when health concerns are more prevalent. Your doctors and stuff put more energy into you when you get up here where I'm at. They're more concerned about your blood work, especially when you're on these medicines like high blood pressure pills and stuff. They want to check your potassium, your kidney function, liver function. They want to check everything. So we need to be taking care of ourselves. Start now, young women. Start now. Don't wait. When you start giving your energy out to all kind of stuff outside of yourself, and make you tired, because whatever it is going to use some of your energy. That's what you're doing. What you're saying to the entity is this: I'm willing to give you some of my blood, flesh, and bones and energy in exchange for your what? Your expertise. You're going to pay for it. Can't sit up and say you're going to call on these same forces, and what you going to give them. Because I know if I was to make it where I was a elemental force as great as Shango, I shouldn't even call the name, or Thor or something like that. See, so when these interruptions can be caused, by calling up some of these forces and stuff like that. Some of them are mystery forces and stuff. So, I want to be careful with that. But do you not think they want something too? Can somebody call you up and say, hey, look, check this out, a complete stranger. I need you to come into my house and jack my car up and change the tire, okay? You going to just show up and jack the tire and put the tire on it and not get nothing out of it? You're not going to be expecting anything? Okay, well, same with these gods and these goddesses and stuff. They want something too. Whatever they want, you might not be willing to give it up. But they're more wittier than you. They're very smart. Okay, they've been around since the beginning of the beginning. Okay. I myself have a problem with just calling out a bunch of deities' names and stuff and expect them to come over here. Oh, hey, such and such, come over here. I need you to go over there and take care of my enemies down the street. Go down there and kill them all. Meanwhile, what you gonna give them? You have any offerings? Did you ask them what they want? Because they may just do what you say do, and they may come and take a couple of your loved ones in exchange. Oh, that was not the agreement. I didn't want you to take my cat. Now, I ain't talking about that cat. I didn't want you to take, took my cat. I loved it, my cat. My cat was like a family member to me. Well, when you ask somebody to do something, don't you sit down and discuss the terms? Don't you do that? If you purchase a car, they're going to tell you the terms, the cost every month, and everything. It's a contract. When you hire the deity, you consult the deity, before you do it, ask them about the fine print. Ask them about that before you go and just call them up. Now, see, after all of this, I done spoke enough. And I'm going to let y'all go. I guess it's self-explanatory that you may be calling somebody up that may come in and destroy your whole entire life. Hello? We think, oh, a year done passed, 2 years done passed, ain't nothing happened. But you'll see it. Yes, if you have to see it in your grandchildren. And it's important that if we come here, that our offspring continues, because if my bloodline does not continue, who am I going to come back to? If I need to come back, or for the people who want to come back, who you coming back to? Your whole entire family lineage done died out. Yep. Some of them can't feed off your offspring. Because you might have said, I didn't agree to that, though. Did you sit down and discuss the terms? Okay. Hey, Astro, thank you for moderating. Oh, okay. What time you have? Okay. So Astro said we're having a Discord at 11:30 to 12 a.m. Okay. Now I'm also having a live stream, a seance that time too. All these darn robocalls, y'all. Nisha said the Kennedy's good example of that. Oh yes, because see that level of success that they had, we don't know what they consulted with to get that level of success. You can right now, if a deity is interested, contract with them. And if you ain't sitting out discussing terms of agreement, this is how we run into trouble. You can say, hey, we want this success. I can say, hey, I want this success now. I want this. Spirit tree wants this success. And the spirit comes in and it says, okay, I'm going to talk to the people that are higher up, to the hierarchies, and I'm going to get you this, I'm going to get you that, whatever. I become successful in whatever I'm consulting with. I'm the great oracle that travels all around the world, sought after by many scholars and masters. Okay? And the next thing I know, my family is popular. Everyone knows everybody in my family. But because we have not discussed the terms and agreements, or I may have sacrificed my offsprings to this deity. I may have voluntarily say, you can have all of them. God forbid. I ain't making no agreement with no deity right now, because it's not necessary. So I don't want none of them coming over here to me saying, okay, then, let's just talk. And I ain't lying. As I said that right there, all of a sudden I sense water, and I sense like water spirits and stuff like that out of nowhere. That stuff is serious. Charles said he summons the spirit just to build a relationship and a bond with him. Okay. Astro said, we'll just chat until you start streaming. And I'm not even sure, Astro, but I did say to everybody on Friday and Saturday nights that I will start streaming. But you know me, I may and I may not. But I'm going to be coming in. I'll be stepping in to say hello. Astro say we will be voice chatting. That'll be good so we can hear everybody's voices. I'd love to hear a voice with the names. Hey, Carolina. How you doing? The wise one says, Magi means magician. They were magicians. Yes, they were. But the Christians got a problem with magicians and witches and psychics. They have a problem with that, but don't even know that when they're sitting down there reading that Bible, that's all the Bible is about the great magicians and the great pimps. Like Solomon. Solomon was a pimp, y'all. He had so many concubines and stuff. And people don't see it that way. They really cannot understand the Bible. But then they say they Bible scholars and they don't went to school for bibliological, I can't even say it, bibliography or whatever. They've done all of these wonderful things and don't even know what they're reading. Okay, y'all. So it was so nice to get y'all's insight. It's so nice. Charles said, have you ever worked with the Goetia? Look, let me tell you something. I think, Charles, most witches have and not even known that they've worked with Goetias. I call the Goetias the mysteries. These are the mysteries. These are your sort of your mystical spirits and stuff. Because, like, somebody might call on Oya or Shango. They may call them because it's a lot of material out on them about what they like, what they love, what they do, all of those and stuff like that. But there are some spirits that are just badass powerful that may show up, and you don't know the names. They don't have. Some of them don't have names. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that, and I can't think of her name, but I want to go back and find her. But I learned a lot of information from her teaching about the mysteries. She teaches about the mystery spirits. You know what I'm saying? The spirits that, just like we hear about Rosa Parks and how she didn't want to get up out the chair and everything. She got the actual credit for it. But it was a lot of people. Auntie said she didn't get out her chair neither. She had lots of friends who refused to get out of their chair at the back of the bus. Because Auntie is from Montgomery, where Rosa Parks refused to get out the back of the bus. But now, do we know their names? No, we don't. So it's some wonderful witches that done some amazing work that has been forgotten through history. Wonderful witches. And these are some of our mystery spirit witches and stuff. And you best better believe, you understand, that I have mad respect for them. All of them, even the vile witches who had to do what they did because they became bitter. They became old hags because people screwed them around and treated them so bad. Until they always stayed in them dark places and stuff. So you got to have all of that. You got to have the light and you have to have the darkness. Don't now exist without the upper. I'm just, how you doing? I'm just saying, I know pastors who use their Bible for magic and abuse it too. Back when look at the title. You got a lot of pastors that will do that. Use the Bible as a tool to try and get even with the people that they don't like because they ain't done paid no tithes or they done had some disputes with them. Or maybe they have wronged pastor in some kind of a way. So... The wise one said Jennifer Hudson's family got sacrificed. She lost her immediate family all at once. We don't know what kind of deal Jennifer did, whether or not she was aware of the deal she was making, or if she wasn't. But when to obtain fame and success, you have to give something up. I want to let you know that you're going. Y'all, let me tell y'all about my travel, and then I'm gonna go on because it's getting real late, y'all. It's really getting late. Look, and I need to be finding a buffer because I'm gonna try to go in that temple today and buff that temple and everything. That temple, I almost kind of like was kind of a little hesitant about the temple a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody. You know who you are out there. We was on the phone talking about it, and I think you might have been so surprised. Probably said to yourself, "Wow, where's your confidence with this?" I got to thinking hard about that because somebody had told me they had went to there was a Bokor. There was a Borkor, and he's on the internet, and they sent their money to him to order some stuff from this Bokor, and all of a sudden he stopped sending out stuff, and the Bokor said, "I can't send that no more." Now I don't know how true this is, but they said the Bokor don't make videos no more because the Bokor wind up getting murdered. He got murdered, and one of his significant others got murdered, and a child got murdered. And he had his own little store shop, something like that. And then I kind of got hesitant a little bit because I said I'm in the most racist city of Alabama, talking about opening up a hoodoo shop, and I was like, I don't know about that. All of a sudden, I was like, I don't know. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting back on track and everything with it. But that thing had me just sitting down seriously wondering, like, man, is this what I should be doing? But I got to go in there and clean up in there and stuff like that, and it's so much work, y'all. And get the glass and all that stuff cleaned up and all that. I had to take that product in there. I told y'all the cleanser in there. I mean, even with that in there, I could still smell the odor. So I'm gonna have to try to get the windows open. We're talking about a 112-year-old house that had many, 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 many spirits in there. Many. Ooh, she old, y'all. She old. So anyway, so I gotta go there tonight and do a little bit of work. So who knows? I may just be in Discord and not do a video tonight, depending on how late it's gonna be. Me trying to do this work in this house and stuff. So I may just wind up being in Discord anyways, because I don't know if I'll make it. But if I do make it, y'all stay tuned. Then we're gonna all head on into Discord and go from there. Vashti said, put your defenses around the parameters of your property. I definitely will. I definitely, definitely will. Larry said, yep, the Bible has magic. Jennifer gave up too much. Hey, Veggie Woman. Oh, that's so sweet. Veggie Woman said there are some in small towns in Georgia. It is mainstream. Have a temple woman invite your viewers for a weekend. I really want to do it, y'all. I really want to do it, but I just don't know. Hey, Jan, how you doing? Thank you for the love, hugs, and kisses. Yeah, because I was there yesterday and just looking at all of the demons of poverty. And I'm not saying that, it ain't no wealthy people over there and stuff like that, but looking at the demon, those people need so much hope. My God, they need hope, man. It's a hopeless place. Hey, Aries. Hey, Nikki. Oh, thank you. Vashti said, I wish I could help you at the temple. I know it's going to be fabulous. Thank you so much. Veggie woman said, which child was weak, the mistress or the wife? Hey, Lisa. Okay, y'all. Let me go and leave y'all. Okay. See y'all later on tonight. Okay. Please rate and subscribe. Bye bye.